Well, are you ready for an adventure? We have a lot of places to choose from in our adventure article this month, and we have Pauline here who loves to go on an adventure, don't you?
That's true. I love to travel. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Absolutely. Well, we have our family travel article on day one, and we visit different places. Which one of these places would you like to visit?
Ooh, well, I mean, all of them, of course. I love to travel, and I love reading about family travel. I think my love for travel really was as a result of my family traveling with me and sharing that love with me. But the one I was most excited about reading about was the ranch in Montana, because I'm from Montana. I only live a couple hours away from that ranch, actually. I live in that area of Montana.
Montana's a huge
It's a
state,
huge
right?
state. So a couple hours may sound like far away, but in Montana is
close, right?
Yeah. Yellowstone National Park is such a beautiful, incredible national park. There's a reason it's so famous. It's so interesting and unique. And getting to then experience also like that ranch side as well as then getting to go into the national park. I think that sounds like an amazing family vacation, not just because I'm from Montana.
Yeah, and that's very different. If you're from a city, going out to Montana and a ranch, that would, maybe some people don't know what to expect. What would you experience in that setting?
I'm assuming they're going to get to do some horseback riding. Maybe they'll get to feed some animals. Just, you know, get to see what daily life on.
See lots of wildlife, right?
Yes, definitely. I mean, Yellowstone National Park, that whole area is really known for its wildlife, and that's the part that always excites me.
Absolutely. Well, we also talk about Costa Rica, which is another place that you've been to, you've lived, right?
I know, this article was just perfect for me. I love Costa Rica.
Absolutely, and we talk about eco-lodges. What is an eco-lodge?
An eco-lodge is usually a slightly more expensive place to stay, but it's not necessarily a resort. It's a little more expensive than a bed and breakfast or just a hotel. But it also specializes in caring for the environment, doing all these things to make sure that it doesn't impact nature in a negative way, and hopefully really gives back in some way. Maybe it has an area of land that it's helping preserve. Frequently they'll do a lot with just like maybe the way that they heat their water is through solar panels, and you know, they'll do all of these things like that. And I love eco-lodges.
You've stayed at one in Costa Rica?
I've stayed at a couple. When I got engaged, my husband surprised me and took us to an eco-lodge out in the mountains, and it was really beautiful. Yeah.
So basically a nice place to stay where they're thinking about the environment, right, and what they do.
Yeah, and whenever I hear people talking about cruises or resorts, I always think like, oh, if you want a luxury travel experience, look into eco resorts, because your money can go into an amazing experience where you get to really enjoy nature. They can be just beautiful places, but you're also pouring your money into a place that's doing such good work to care for that place, that the whole reason you wanted to go there is probably because the nature is so beautiful. So pour your money into a place that's helping the nature, that's doing things to care for the environment.
Good advice. Well, thanks for joining us for another month of Insights, Pauline, and thank you for joining us as well. We'll see you next month here on Advanced Insights.